EA Sports, within the game. That wasn't a lucky play. That was just good football.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Back to Dickerson here on second down. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Throwing on third down, Fields dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. On fourth down, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. It's a play fake. Now Vic. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Michael Vick. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Michael Irvin, 30 yards. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the 50, here's Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chase Claypool, 39 yards. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown. Chris Johnson in a foot race, and they will not catch him. Touchdown, 49ers. Chris Johnson, 81 yards, and the 49ers have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. To throw, Vick. Buying time to his left. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick six. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick six.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Jordan, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Locates Claypool on the crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Room here to run. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the 2nd half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Here we go. Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 26.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And he'll get this to the 32. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Vick to throw it. Dumping it off for Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Vick will look to throw on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. 92 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Third and short yardage. Vick. Flush to his right. He's got Michael Irvin complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Vick goes play action. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Oh, look at the juke. And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. Chris Johnson. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Santa Clara. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw right away is Vick. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Vick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here is Young. Throw left side is complete to Irvin. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From just shy of midfield, Young eluding the pressure right. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Fights through him. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
On play action, Vick. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Vick. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the 6-time Pro Bowler Eric Allen. And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Young now. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action now, Vick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. A big pickup of 38. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Vick, that's caught downfield by Kittle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Vick. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh? If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 38, Young. Got a man, it's Michael Irvin. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young on 3rd down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards there on a first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Young on first down. That's caught by Irvin. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now here's Young. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Young to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Vic operating on first down. That ball caught. Hits the playmaker, Michael Irvin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Off the play fake, Vic. Touchdown! George Kittle, a 2-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Young, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And that almost intercepted.
Bye-bye.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. First down, Prescott. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Looking for Pyramid, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here's Vic following the interception. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Oh, what a move. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Chris Johnson, 29 yards. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. And he's got Shockey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. Woodson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, Woodson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49ers.
What's up?
No game yet?
No, the game's on. I just made someone quit again.
Okay. So there's nothing live right now, right?
What do you mean, nothing?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Back to throw, Pickett.
He completes it to Henry. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum plan. Go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Pickett.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick.
And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw,
Chris Johnson, nobody in front of him. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Chris Johnson, 92 yards.
And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Charles Tillman.
And the 40. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down. 45 the mic. 45 the mic. Wild Bill. Hey, check mic 45. Check mic 45. Dragon 60. Let's see what you got. Ready.
It's a play fake. Now Vick. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down carry here for Johnson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. From the 38, Vick out to his left. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Johnson on the counter, rolling to his right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. 19 tight.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen now on first down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Now Allen off the bootleg. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he goes out right around the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Charles Tillman. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Throwing on second and long. Allen.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yard.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. First play, first throw coming for Vic.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Vic goes play action. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away.
And now it's third.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Here's Hester. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Young. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up.
And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And some room to roam now. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Young with the give to Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He'll get this down to the 38. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Vic readies to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Vic. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A give up the middle to Johnson. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Chris Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Young off the play fake. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Young on 4th down. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Steps away to his left. This is brought in by Casper. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Steve Young. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Young. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this defense... saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. Go earn your keep. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Play action now, Vick. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They just get the play off. Now Vick. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. Up the middle, Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. On 3rd down, Vick. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. On second down, it's Tomlinson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now a play fake. Rodgers buying time to his left. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. On play action, Vick. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And right
Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throw left side is complete to Irvin. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now a handoff, Johnson, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Rodgers.
Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On play action, Rodgers. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So following the failed try on 4th down, will change ends and change possession. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They go to Johnson again.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
It's a play fake. Now Vic. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Julius Peppers, his 2nd sack of the night. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try the left side with Johnson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Michael Vick. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Vic to throw on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Michael Vick. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Vick to throw, sliding out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vick. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're...
Vick loses the football. It's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.